And welcome to World War G, Ogden, Utah's #1 longest running podcast. I'm Troy.
I'm AJ.
You guys suck.
Okay, we got a dual recording going on here because we're going to do a taste test.
Yes.
But this one is kind of interesting. How did you come by this this product?
Walking through the grocery store there at Walmart.
Usually
they had,
how we
like,
come by our taste test.
They had, initially they just had the red one, the tropical punch. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a couple other flavors. And I was walking down, and then one of the end caps, I know that word thanks to you.
Yeah, right.
One of the end caps, they had a whole display with a couple of different colors. And you pointed out before we even started recording, you're just like, I think those colors look very familiar.
They do. Blue, purple, red, orange.
Yeah.
I have those colors right here on my arm.
Right?
Yeah. And then the other one's green, right?
Yeah.
See, it still works.
It works.
It's all TMNT. It all comes back to the Ninja Turtles, really.
That's probably a marketing idea right there.
Could be.
Right?
Could be.
Ooh, subtle, subliminal, get your nerdy people on board.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is called Prime.
Right.
Now hold it up. So you can see it.
So now these are competing against companies like Body Armor, Powerade, Gatorade, in order to be a healthier alternative to sports drinks.
Sports drinks, yeah. So we have blue raspberry, grape, tropical punch, and orange.
Yes.
So it's naturally from a hydration drink. Has 10% coconut water.
Oh, snap. I like that it's only got a couple of grams, 2 grams of sugar.
Yeah. Here's some ASMR for you, right? Oh, you like that, huh? All right. Which one should we try first here? So this is the drink that Logan Paul is attached to,
and KSI.
KSI.
Yeah. Yep.
Attached to, quote unquote.
I'm sure they get royalties.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Well, my OCD brain is telling me to go in Ninja Turtle order.
Fair enough.
So let's do that. So we'll start with the blue raspberry, because Leonardo leads. It's not blue at all.
No.
It's clear. That's interesting. I wonder if they're all clear.
It does have a nice smell.
Let's put the cap back on. All right. Well, down the hatch. Woo! That is blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That tastes like a melted popsicle.
That's like something that you'd pour over a slushie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know where they're getting that much sweetener in there, but
I mean, it's good.
It is.
It promises on what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
But man, that hits you with flavor.
Yes.
If you were thinking in your sports drinks, I wish they had more flavor. Prime. All right, so now we got the grape.
You have high hopes for this one?
This one, I do.
Yeah.
This one is actually purple.
Boom.
And put the cap back on.
Donatello, your favorite of the Ninja Turtles.
Donatello does machines. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
Woo, that's great.
Reminds me of a sucker. Those grape suckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll say this for these prime drinks. They do not skimp on the flavor.
No, and it feels like they're thirst, those thirst quenching ones, where it's supposed to release saliva.
Yeah.
It would work for I once tried, this was years ago, tried that gum that's supposed to do the same before playing basketball.
Right.
I felt like I was just drooling everywhere as I'm dribbling.
All right. So this is Tropical Punch.
Yeah. Raphael.
Your fave.
Yep. Wow. If it smells like it tastes, yeah. That's gonna be strong.
Down the hatch. Woo! Feels like my teeth are starting to squeak.
Yeah,
Man, these are sweet.
they are.
But again, it tastes like tropical punch.
It really does. Yeah, they deliver on the
Like-
flavor. Yeah,
And the punch.
quite. Yeah, that is my favorite. That's
Woo.
also my favorite Rockstar drink.
Is
Punch.
it?
Yeah,
I've never been a big punch fan.
really.
Oh. Like Hawaiian punch, I could never drink that.
Oh, that
It's
was my
just
jam back
way
in the
too
day.
sweet. And this is really pushing the boundary.
Yeah,
All right, last one.
this is like borderline too sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now orange. Although these would be good mixers. Just saying.
Do you have a favorite so far? Or are we waiting until the end?
It's hard. It's hard right now.
Yeah. All right.
Cheers.
That one was the first out of the bunch that was a little more subtle.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, right there.
Which I'm not surprised because I love, like, you were talking about tropical punch with
Mm-hmm.
beverages. I love orange.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was my favorite. Not just because of my love for orange, but because, like you said, it's so much more subtle.
It is. Like, a lot of them are, like, in your face, and this one's just like, that's more of
Yeah,
an energy
it's like
drink. Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
A subtle. I like a subtle orange. I don't like an aggressive orange. That's
So,
grape. That's a mean grape.
for me personally, I would have to go with Michelangelo, then then Donatello, then Raphael, and then Leonardo.
So that's your order.
Right.
I'm pretty close,
Okay.
except I would do that.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
switch
switch.
punch was a little bit too much.
Yeah. The
Really?
tropical punches. It's just always been a little too much for me.
Right.
It's just so punchy.
Yeah.
But again,
They're not bad.
they're not bad.
No.
I mean, if you like these flavors, if you like grape or blue raspberry tropical, man, try these.
Have one before or after your workout or whatever, and like you get like all ready and amped up for it.
I wonder what the.
Caffeine, or
Well, it's no caffeine.
yeah,
I'm just looking at the ingredients. Coconut water from concentration. Trying to figure out what the sweetness is.
right. Some sort of acidic something or other.
Got vegetable juice for color. Sucralose, is that a sweetener? I think that's a sweetener.
Yeah.
Sucralose.
I don't know. Like, it's bad. You'll go to the stores now and be looking for products and stuff and look at it, and I'm like, I don't know half those words.
Yeah, I mean, look, it has aspartate, so
Yeah, aspartame is a sweetener for sure.
I
It's like twin brother?
don't know. It's got hydrochloride, which is vitamin B6, and don't forget 10% coconut water.
Yeah.
So that's prime. Wow, wow, wow! Step into prime. All right. So let me stop on the camera here. Put my phone back. And we'll be posting that video on our social medias
Yes.
if you want to see that here sometime today, probably. All right. So
Here's your orange one. If you want it,
Thank you. Which one do you want? Want the grape? All right.
Yeah. I just want to try it.
So out of 5 primes, as a whole, what would you give it?
As a whole, I think it's a decent. Because I want to say like it's going competing up against these big guys.
Gatorade, Powerade,
Body armor, yeah.
Body Armor, yeah.
And flavor, I think out of 5 primes, I think overall, I think I'm about a 2.5.
Hmm.
I don't know if I would like go out of my way to like get them. I might still stick to like Powerade, or Body Armor, but yeah, they're not bad. Like every once in a while, if I need to pick me up or something.
I'm at like, I think I'm at a 2.5 too, because
Yeah.
man, you're promised flavor, you're
Yes.
promised a certain flavor, and you get that flavor.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
100%. And that's something that, sometimes companies hit and miss.
Right.
Like sometimes they'll promise blue raspberry and it's really not. Or like last week with the Mountain Dew,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
with the mango,
Mhm.
mango jam or whatever
I
it
actually
was.
did pick up one of those other ones.
The pineapple one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, huh, that's pretty good.
It is pretty good. All right. Well, there you go. Let's move on to... Oh, that was How Does It Taste, by the way. Did I say that at the beginning? I don't remember. I don't know. I'll throw it in now if I didn't.
How does that taste? How does that taste? How does it taste?
All right. Now let's get to Happy Birth, Death Day. All right, I'm telling you right now, you probably aren't going to know these people.
Damn it.
This is a segment where we talk about people of note that were born and died today, and see if AJ knows any of these people. Like I said, I my hopes are not high.
Are they ever when it comes to this segment?
My hopes are never high when it comes to you in general.
Damn.
So,
What the hell?
man, I'm dissing Volkswagen. I'm dissing you.
Man.
I'm gonna brawl after this.
I'm blaming it on the Prime.
Blame it on the Prime. So, here's why you may not know a lot of these. I think the last few weeks I've been taking a bit too easy on you because I've only been doing pretty much actor or musician.
Right. It's a safe bet that I can pretty much just say that, yeah.
Yeah. And then, it's a 50-50 guess. Then you celebrate like you knew who the person was. So I've expanded it.
Okay. Now he's probably added voice actors.
Well, actually. So, born on this day, July 10th, Nikola Tesla, born in 1856.
He was an inventor.
He was.
Yeah.
Inventor, engineer, rival to Thomas Edison.
Yeah. It was actually, I think, the Prestige or one of the
Prestige.
Was it the Prestige? Yep. Yeah.
I was gonna say that was my first introduction to him.
Yeah, same.
Was the Prestige, and because I remember seeing that and then learning. Oh wait, that was a real guy.
Mm-hmm.
Learning, he's an internet darling.
Yes.
The internet loves Nikola Tesla. He died in 1943, basically penniless.
Wow.
Because of Thomas Edison. So.
Yeah. they need to make like a founder movie with that.
They do
with those guys.
Yeah. I think they made. What was that one?
I know he was also in the game. I think like The Order, 1886. They had you used a lot of Tesla's creations to kill werewolves. It's pretty badass.
There was a movie recently that dealt with this, that had Benedict Cumberbatch as Thomas Edison and Nicholas Hoult as Nikola Tesla. Now, I can't remember what the name of that movie.
They need to have a movie like this, and they do.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Prime is apparently mucus building. Born on this day in 1865, Bobby Lowe.
That I'm not sure. I would venture a guess at saying a voice actor.
No.
Damn it.
In 1856 now, or 1865, whenever he was born.
Is he a boxer?
Nope. He's an athlete though.
Okay.
He was the first baseball player to hit 4 home runs in a single game. And he did it in 1894 for the team. He was a second baseman for the team, the Boston Bean Eaters, which sounds super racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go back to where you came from, you bean eater.
That's pretty impressive because you're only up to bat about that many times, if at all.
Right.
So to pretty much hit a home run every single time that you're up to bat, that's saying something. That's wow.
Yeah.
Especially when they're throwing, like I know probably back in the day they weren't throwing as fast. I'm not 100% sure, or at least they didn't have the equipment to record how fast they were throwing. But yeah, even hitting a ball at like 80, 70 miles an hour, that's saying something. Plus, they also were able to, like, the pitchers were able to get away with a lot more, like, cheating. Or, like...
Yeah, I mean, back in that time, baseball was... It was like the Wild West out there.
Oh, yeah.
Played that game.
Yeah. It was baseball meets football meets... like, they could do whatever they wanted. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have helmets. They didn't have, all that stuff, so... Born on this day in 1916, Dick Carey.
That's a great name. Not familiar with who that is, though.
He was an American jazz musician.
Okay.
And I'm a big connoisseur of jazz music. I definitely did not put him on this list just because his name was Dick Carey. I definitely.
Oh no, not
definitely
at all.
did not do that.
You wouldn't stoop that low.
No, absolutely not.
That's some low hanging fruit right there.
Absolutely. I love jazz music. I play it all the time. I listen to it all the time.
I do listen to a lot of it.
I do too. That's why I put him on the list.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely not because his name is Dick Carey.
Did you actually know who he was before this? Okay,
no.
Right?
Born on this day in 1922. This one's 50-50. Jake LaMotta.
LaMotta. The last name sounds really super familiar. LaMotta.
Jake LaMotta, born in 1922 on this day.
I'm just gonna go with an actor.
No.
LaMotta. LaMotta Inn?
The LaMotta Inn? No.
Not La Quinta, it's the LaMotta Inn. What's the LaMotta with you?
He was an American boxer.
Okay.
Famous because his life was portrayed in the movie Raging Bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Robert De Niro played Jake LaMotta. It's probably why that last name sounded familiar to you.
It did, because I love me a good sports movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Born on this day in 1926, Fred Gwynne.
Fred
Gwynne.
Not a clue. No.
He's an actor.
Okay.
Best known for playing shit. He didn't play shit.
No, so he's a droid.
No, he was
okay.
He was in the Munsters. I'm just trying to think of the character name. He was the dad. Herman Munster. He was Herman Munster.
Okay.
He was also in My Cousin Vinny. He was the judge. He's been in a lot of stuff. Also born on this day in 1972, Sophia Vergara.
The actress.
Vergara.
Yeah, the actress.
From?
Modern Family?
Yes.
Boom.
Yes. Sophia Vergara. Whew. Holy shit. Anyway. Yeah, actually, she doesn't have the looks. She's actually very funny in that show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's got good comic timing.
Especially, I love, like, when she's with Phil. Mm-hmm. Those scenes, like, doing that real estate stuff, like, is hilarious. Mm-hmm. The way they do it. Yeah, they work well together.
Born on this day in 1980, Jessica Simpson.
Well, yeah, I know. So, like, a playmate / movie star celebrity?
No.
Jessica Simpson.
She wasn't a playmate.
Wasn't she? No?
Mm-mm.
That's how she got her Oh.
Nope.
I know the name, and I know, like, I can picture her.
I think you're probably confusing her with a bunch of other people that looked exactly like her during this time.
Yeah, those blonde
So
gals.
I can't blame you.
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson, she's a singer.
Okay.
She's, singer, quote unquote, pop musician. She was best known for starring in that reality show with her husband, Nick Lachey.
Okay.
From 98 Degrees, where she infamously wondered if chicken of the sea tuna was actual tuna, or if it was chicken. But I mean, in the early kids, sit around old Uncle Troy here for a second. In the early 2000s, there was this thing of this rash of these blondes, right?
Yes.
You had her, you had Mandy Moore, Britney Spears, you had the Playboy Playmates that had their own TV show. I mean, there were just like these buxom blondes everywhere, and they all looked the same. Heidi Montag. I mean, so I can't blame you for getting her confused. Then we have one death of note. Died on this day in 1989 at the age of 81. Mel Blank.
I know this one. Hold on. Oh, he is a voice actor. Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Whew.
We can still be friends, huh?
The vein on my temple is about to pop. Yes. Yeah, he was the voice of pretty much every Looney Tune, except for a couple.
Few of the outliers, but like the main guys, right?
Yeah.
Porky Pig, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, all the... No, there was one. There was one main one that he did not voice.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't remember who... Hang on, let me check. Please stand by. Which Looney Tune did Mel Blank not voice? Question mark. Dang it.
Troy's doing a deeper dive now. Like the phone's almost quicker, huh?
It is. Plus, it's currently not connected to the internet. It was, but it decided it didn't want to be connected anymore. Hang on. I'm sure this is just fascinating for
riveting. People. Yes, absolutely. That's the standby music.
Which Looney Tune did Mel Blanc not voice? Question mark. And let's see. Blank also originally the voice.
Are you drawing a blank, Troy? Oh man. These zingers, I tell you.
Yeah, they're coming fast.
Just like Troy.
I can't.
The man of 1,000 voices. He did a lot.
He did a ton. He was he was the OG. He was the OG voice actor. Okay, let's move on to this week in Geek.
This weekend.
Geek.
So, okay. Now that season 4 of Stranger Things has kind of wrapped up, and there is confirmed a season 5 and a 5th and final season, the Duffer Brothers are looking to make moves and move on to like other projects.
Yes.
So the Duffer Brothers are making yet another live-action Death Note adaptation for Netflix.
Oh boy? Question mark?
Though Netflix already made a one back in the day, actually it was just 2017 they made one that sucked. It was horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was, I only watched 10 or 15. I've watched the whole series of Death Note, the anime, and everybody loves it. And I feel like after one specific character, I won't spoil or anything, but after that person dies, then it kind of runs out. It's not as good, and then they kind of like tie it together and put a nice bow on it so it ends well. It's kind of the same, like it suffers from like the whole Breaking Bad thing for me, in my opinion, where like one of the seasons it just kind of ran a little bit longer than it needed to, and then they like ended well, so you kind of forgot about the shit that just happened.
Right.
So that's kind of what happened with this. But yeah, the Duffer Brothers, they want to have another stab at it, and I think they just need to let it die.
Or pick something else.
Yeah, something that isn't so loved by so many people. Like whenever I'm talking to any of my friends and they're like, "Oh, have you seen you watched some like anime? Have you seen these ones?" They always I'd say 90% of the time always throw in Death Note into the mix. It's
Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, or some other really popular ones.
What's the guys jumping around shooting big ass like creatures? Damn it. Attack on Titan. Yeah.
Trigun.
Mm-hmm. Cowboy Bebop.
Akira.
Oh, that's a movie.
I know.
But that
still,
I watched that one recently. It's shit. It's trash. Like everybody talks about how many accolades and how great it was, and I'm like, I'm sure it was great at its time, but like when you actually go back and watch it,
like The Godfather. Hot take. Hot takes. We're serving up a big old stack of hot takes.
Yeah. I really feel like this is not going to be a smart move for them. Like, I mean, it could go well.
I mean,
they do a fantastic job with things.
They do. So it could be good. It could, because I mean, they have experience having teenagers deal with otherworldly beings.
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of in their wheelhouse.
Yes, yeah.
But, I don't know.
Which is kind of sucks because, like, the one that came out in 2017, I was almost on board with it just because I do like Willem Dafoe.
No, he was great as the voice of the whatever it is.
Yeah.
Creature.
But it didn't work at all. And it was cheesy and campy and just stupid.
Yeah, not good.
If they make this into like a TV show where they have a couple of seasons with it and they can kind of actually develop the characters, and yeah, I feel like it has a little bit more potential.
Yeah. If anybody can do it, it'd be these guys.
That's true.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So this story made me laugh. I gotta read you a lot of the story just so you can kind of understand the whole thing here.
Right.
So, Orlando, Florida. A Central Florida man was arrested after deputies say he posed as a Walt Disney World cast member and took a Star Wars R2-D2 droid in the hopes that Disney's security would hire him. David Proudfoot, 44, of Kissimmee, don't remember how you pronounce that, is facing a grand theft charge and a charge of obstruction by false information according to an arrest affidavit. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says that on May 31st, deputies were called to the Swan Reserve Hotel by Disney security. When they arrived, they made contact with Proudfoot, who they say was wearing beige work pants, an orange work vest, and a Disney name tag. He reportedly identified himself as David Rogers at first and said he worked in receiving division of the Yacht Club Resort. The affidavit states that Disney security stopped Proudfoot because he was seen by hotel security pushing a cart on the property and it looked suspicious. I mean, Disney security really cracking down there.
Right?
He's got a cart, that's suspicious. He looks like a homeless person. We don't like that around here. The officer offered to help Proudfoot with the cart and says that he appeared confused as to how to get to the loading dock and what the hotel's proper procedures are. That's when deputies were called to the hotel. So go blah, 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 blah. So here's the thing. He had a job pending with Walt Disney World for their security.
Right.
Like he went, he interviewed, they say, did that thing, we'll let you know. So in his mind, he goes, okay, how can I best get this job? How can I make myself stand out?
Yeah.
Let's see. What can I do?
If I steal something.
I know. I'll prove that they have holes in their security by stealing things. That way they have to hire me.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I get the job or you don't get R2-D2 back.
No, he actually said he had no intention on
Actually
keeping this stuff.
No.
He was literally just like, here's the weakness. He said, quote, let's see, and wanted to, quote, show weaknesses in the security of the resorts in hope of securing a better paying job at WDW, Walt Disney World.
Wow.
Well done, sir. You nailed it.
I feel like I should have done that at the credit union I worked at.
Right? Go rob it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've got a pending job in security. Let me go rob one to show them where they're, and then like when they catch me, I'll be like,
Good job.
Start laughing.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
Walk back in. It's like, now you see everybody.
What can we take away from this?
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
I'd like to thank each and every one of you. What an idiot.
Yeah.
It was already pending. I'm sure it was just waiting for a background check.
Sure, I'm sure that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Background, drug tests. But no.
Well, screwed that one.
Yep.
So, Super Bowser now has a 2,807 piece Lego Mario set. Okay, this fire-breathing animatronic creature, like if you open his mouth up wide enough, he can actually shoot a firebolt at you.
No, really?
That's funny. There is a little Mario figure that you can get to go along with it that actually interacts with it. The price tag on this Goliath, which stands at 12.5 inches tall.
Ooh, that's big.
Right?
That's like as big as my Donatello over there.
Yeah. The price tag for this guy is $270. They have had a couple of attempts before with like Bowser and Legos, but the thing that I don't know if, like, I feel like now they're just throwing it under, they're using the same Lego plastic, but it doesn't seem like a Lego creation. It just seems like almost like you're just assembling a figure, right?
I see what you're saying, because
in some of their other attempts, it did look like you're snapping things together, and it looked a little bit more Lego-esque, even though it was kind of like goofy looking, but at least it kind of looked like it fit in that universe. This, to me, I mean, as cool as it looks, and it does look pretty awesome, and I would love having that in, like, sitting up on like a bookshelf or something, but it doesn't come across. It's not a Lego.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not like other Lego sets where they give you, your standard Lego bricks and then you build.
Right.
Yeah, this is like you're just snapping the pieces together. And like you said, it's like that plastic, but it's not actual Lego bricks.
Yes. Yeah,
That's interesting.
I think also a portion, at least like 107 of those pieces, look to be the two little pillars with flames and fire on either side of them, and the stand itself. So I think like the actual figure might only have like 2,500 perhaps, which is still pretty dang impressive. But yeah. I mean, again, it'd be cool to have, but I don't know. You look at it, like if you were to show somebody, they wouldn't look at it and go, "Oh, that's you built that out of Legos." Right.
Be like, "Oh, that's an interesting figure."
I think they throw a couple of like little Lego things on the top of his mane, right, and a couple like knee joints. You can see a few of those, but yeah, it's not coming across as looking Lego-ish.
Yeah.
Are there any other things that you'd like to see them create out of Legos, like a Donatello or anything else that you would add to your collection? if they were to create something, some sort of whether it be from a animated TV show or from a movie or from a video game, is there something that you would like that they haven't yet created in
Well,
Lego?
that's the thing.
They've pretty much done everything.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't so much of what would I like, it's so much of what would I like that they haven't already done.
Right.
I mean, because they've done Ninja Turtles, they've
Same
done
with, like, the Funko
superheroes, they've
Pops
done
and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
They're getting just as expansive and branching out. I really do. I like that little Lego set that they have with Ghostbusters.
Mm.
You know, you get the Ecto going with it as well.
Yeah.
The Echo one or Ecto one, right?
I mean, and my relationship with Lego, I was never a big Lego kid.
No, we did have a lot of Connects.
Mm.
We had a ton of those.
I didn't have that. That just wasn't really my thing.
Right.
But as I've gotten older, I've collected a few of the minifigs.
Mm-hmm.
I like those. I like collecting those. But
I have the whole Watchmen set.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like the sets itself, I'm like, it's just so fucking expensive.
It is. Yeah, because it's got that Lego name with it.
Yeah.
You're paying it at a premium price.
Yeah. I was very tempted. I was at Target a few weeks back, and I saw they had a whole, like the entire Friends set.
Yeah.
Like the entire TV set, meaning the apartment connected over to the cafe set or the coffee shop set.
Joey and Chandler's room. Like the whole...
It was all just like one big piece. Like it was taken right from the TV studio. I'm like, oh. And it came with all 6 of the figures, all 6 friends.
Have you been to Quilted Bear at all?
Oh, yeah.
And seen that collection that they've got?
Where
there?
I got all those sitting there.
I figured as much.
Yep.
Yeah. They've got like 6 different Incredible Hulks.
Mm-hmm. They got some good ones.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some really cool ones over there.
That's where I found that Watchmen set. I'd only seen like the one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Pussy Island.
It might just be clickbait, but that title, like, immediately, gorilla gripped me.
Yeah. Much like it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So this is a movie, a film drama directed by and written by Zoe Kravitz, who played Catwoman in The Batman.
Right.
Well, we have a few new cast members. Several new cast members have joined the cast of star-studded drama Pussy Island.
Star-studded. Like,
I mean, if this was back in 1994, sure. From actress Zoe Kravitz in her directorial debut. Newcomers to the project include Christian Slater, Gina Davis, which pulled out Gina Davis like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Shawkat, and Haley Joel Osment. So you have Christian Slater, Gina Davis, and Haley Joel Osment all in one film.
Wow.
Can't get any better than that, right?
No.
So this film also has already cast Naomi Ackie, Channing Tatum, and Simon Rex. So this is the synopsis of Pussy Island.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear this.
The MGM genre pick written by Kravitz and E.T. Feigenbaum, I wonder if that person is Jewish, follows Frida, a young and clever Los Angeles cocktail waitress who has her eyes set on the prize, philanthropist and tech mogul Slater King, played by Channing Tatum. When she skillfully maneuvers her way into King's inner circle and ultimately an intimate gathering on his private island, Pussy Island, she is ready for a journey of a lifetime. Despite the epic setting, beautiful people, ever-flowing champagne, and late-night dance parties, Frida can sense that there's more to this island, Pussy Island, than meets the eye. Something she can't quite put her finger on. Something terrifying.
Wow. She's like, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know.
It's coming. It's coming. What is it?
Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
See if we can't figure this out.
I think if we push a little harder,
Yeah.
should be able to figure out the secret to Pussy Island.
Yeah.
Problem,
I don't care. I'll work long and hard into the night if I have to figure this out.
problem is I can't find the tip of this island anywhere. Where is it? People say it's obvious. I can't find the tip of this island. Where is it? It's funny how the women can all find it, but us men can't find it.
That's why she doesn't ask the men for directions on Pussy Island.
Only the women know the directions. How and where.
How to navigate
Pussy Island.
Can you tell me how to get?
How many times can we say Pussy Island in one show?
I don't know. In a little bit more somber news,
Pussy Island. Sorry.
Yu-Gi-Oh creator Kazuki Takahashi found dead in Japan at age 60. The popular manga spawned trading card and long-running anime series, movies, video games. Manga fans around the world are mourning the death of Yu-Gi-Oh creator Kazuki Takahashi. He was 60 years old. Authorities found Takahashi's body in the water off the coast of Nago in Japan Wednesday morning. According to the New York Times and the Japanese Times, a spokesperson told the New York Times that Takahashi appeared to have been snorkeling before his death. The manga artist was traveling alone and was found wearing snorkeling equipment off the coast. We are investigating the case as both a possible accident or crime, said the official city of Nago. Reported that to BBC. Even on their Twitter account, they had this, they put up a really nice post for the creator, and it said, regardless of if you grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh or not, if you only played the cards or only read the manga, if you watched the anime in English or in Japanese, we are all brought together by one man's passion. The post read. That's a lesson he taught us. It does seem a little, not gonna lie, it seems a little suspicious. This dude was traveling alone, and I don't know, I feel like there's something else to it, because they were looking and investigating the injuries and stuff that happened to him. I've heard of quite a few people. There's even been people locally that have been hit by a speedboat. You know, they're out snorkeling, just doing their thing, and then get hit by a speedboat, and that person is a hit and run.
Well, the Coast Guard said there were damages, quote, damages to his body, which looked like they were caused by some sort of marine animal.
Mm-hmm.
So whether that was pre or post-mortem,
right?
Who knows, but he definitely had some damage.
I feel like they've got to I don't know, do their due diligence and really look into it for sure.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. It's not like the dude was that old either,
No,
in his
60.
60s. Yeah. Did you ever grow up watching or playing any of the Yu-Gi-Oh at all?
Nope. I had no interest.
I watched the anime for a little bit, and I wanted so damn bad, even more than I think I wanted a Charizard card. I think I wanted a Blue Eyes White Dragon card.
Yeah, it means nothing to me.
That was kind of like his trump card that he'd whip out in the middle of any battle. He'd be like, "Ha!" And then my Blue Eyes White Dragon destroys everything and wins and saves the day. And
so, explain the premise of Yu-Gi-Oh to me.
It's very similar to Pokemon, but you've got these kids that are involved in a card game that whenever they play these card games, they have a little deck attached to their arm, and then it shoots, if you're just playing you and I, if we were just playing, it would just kind of shoot out a little 3D model of these different creatures, but they have it on a bigger scale as well, where you can battle against these bigger guys, and so you see these creatures fighting and attacking each other, and they whip out cards. So there's a card game, and there's a formula, and there's a way that it's meant to be played. But yeah, they would just basically fight their Pokemon cards.
So okay. So instead of like Pokemon card or Pokemon balls, they were cards.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting.
They'd also he also had something, if I remember right, it was some other person that was like inside of him, because he would, like, whenever he was in battle, like, he'd have like a kid's voice, and then whenever he was in battle, it would legit be like a grown ass man, like talking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was just never something I got into. Just never appealed to me.
Yeah. But still, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if there's any other stuff that like comes from it.
Yeah. We'll have to keep a lookout.
I feel like this story, it wouldn't be able to be like kind of slid under the rug, or, oh yeah, they just passed away, like, let's move on kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Because he's such a public figure,
Right.
or well known. It'd be like Walt Disney or one of these guys like dying. Like, everybody wants to like figure it out or get to the bottom of it.
Sure. Yeah, we'll have to see if new details arrive in the coming weeks. Captain America 4 has found its director. Not long after The Falcon and Winter Soldier was released, Marvel Studios announced that they were developing Captain America 4, with series creator and showrunner Malcolm Spellman developing it. It's now been announced that director of Netflix's The Cloverfield Paradox, Julius Onah, is set to helm the film. Unfortunately, this doesn't spark much confidence, as The Cloverfield Paradox wasn't a very good movie. But with Kevin Feige's guidance on the film, maybe Onah will deliver another good Marvel movie. But there was a very high bar set by the Russo brothers for the Captain America films. So there you go. Anthony Mackie will return as Sam Wilson. There's a chance he'll be joined by Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
There's a pretty big chance, like high chance.
Likes of seeing Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter, Wyatt Russell as John Walker, and possibly Daniel Bruhl as Zemo. So there you go.
Are you looking forward to this one?
Kinda.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just kinda. Same. Like, I'm kinda right there. I know we'll talk more about, like, the Phase 4.
Yeah.
Overall.
There's a reason why I say kinda.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about Phase 4 here in our DLC, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have that same Captain America feel to it. This project, it almost feels like it's season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right. Yeah, Marvel, the MCU has some issues right now, but we'll talk about that in the DLC.
Yes.
But right now, let's get to our Revs and Rags.
One of the shows that I keep coming back to, and I just throw it on when I need something as background noise that I'll kind of like half pay attention to it, is a TV show by the name goes by Somebody Feed Phil.
Heard of that?
Now, this stars Phil Rosenthal, and he is well known for helping with Everybody Loves Raymond. But as far now, he's got more of a on-camera presence in this TV show. And so what it is Phil goes around to like these remote locations, or even like popular destinations that people would love to go to, and he just has these cool encounters with all these restaurant owners, and goes around and tries their food and makes his happy, like, this is delicious. Like, he's definitely not a food critic. Like, the dude's really smart and knows his shit. Like, whenever they're talking, he's just like, oh, this is like similar to this sauce over in this country.
But he's not like a professional chef, like a Gordon Ramsay or a...
No, just a regular Joe who goes around traveling to these places. But it's kind of cool because not only does he sit down to eat these meals, a lot of the times he'll get a professional chef in there like to sit down with him, or somebody from the set of Everybody Loves Raymond, or random people. Like he deals a lot with comedians. And so he'll have them on there and they'll just sit down, or he's just like, oh, I happened to run into this person, over in Japan. We're going to sit down and have this meal. And then they kind of they have a little conversation and they talk to these restaurant owners.
Okay.
And it's really fascinating. Like he'll even go pretty much into people's homes, more or less, to have sit down at a meal. But they've always got really unique stories and also really unique foods for him to try. But for the most part, he loves everything. And Phil would also give Mr. Rogers a run for his money.
Really?
Because, the way that he goes around and hugs everybody, and he's just so happy and
pretty wholesome dude.
Delicious, yeah. Ooh. But it was really funny. Is one of the times, in this 5th season, he was talking to this father-son that just make rotisserie chicken in Hawaii. And that's what's also kind of cool is sometimes he'll sit down, so how he's got it set up is he'll go to these different places, he'll encounter a couple other people along the way, and then at the end they kind of have this sit down meal from another chef that creates this whole spread for all the people that were previously on the show, on that episode.
Got it.
He'll occasionally also bring in his family on some of these cooler places. I think it's just his family's oh, hey, we can, on Netflix dime, we can all go to Hawaii together,
right.
or oh yeah, we can take this trip together. So some of those
try all this amazing.
Yeah. And he does he'll try places that you and I would go to, and then he'll also try other places that are pretty damn expensive and not worth it. But some of these dishes are pretty unique, and I don't know. I find myself enjoying the show. It's pretty wholesome. It's pretty fun. The only segment that I don't like is he always Skype. He'll call his parents. He used to call his parents, and then they passed away. And then he'd also call he'd call his wife and stuff. But I feel the whole episode, it kind of comes to a little bit of a standstill because they interact, and he just he's sitting down to breakfast, and he's just oh, I'm trying these things, and I'm trying this thing, and they'll kind of they are pretty funny. Those interactions are pretty funny, but I feel it's a camera watching a little a laptop or something, and the audio isn't as good, and it kind of takes me out of the episode a little bit. That's my one gripe with the whole show. And yeah, he's way too happy. That's what I was gonna say with that. The father and the son rotisserie chicken. He was eating the food, and he's get out of it. That's what what did he say? He's come on. And they're we're hurrying. And he's just no, I meant it's really good, not come on, bring the food faster, right. Kind of a deal. So, but each season has about 6 episodes. If you do like cooking, you'll appreciate it. And there's, I don't know, he also does cool random adventures. He'll go zip lining through a forest in this season, and he gets to try a lot of cool different things. This is the ideal job that I would love to have, because you don't have to have a food background, and you just get to go to these cool places, meet unique people, and have an awesome trip. Yeah. I'm damn, that's a great setup for a show, man. But yeah, I believe it's gonna be coming back for a 6th season. But it's worth a watch if you need something as background noise or you want to check it out.
All right,
it's not too bad.
Okay, now let's get to the big boy this week.
Yes.
Thor: Love and Thunder. I think a movie we may be divided on.
Really quickly, for the 5th season, out of 5 rotisserie chickens, I think I'm sitting at a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 2.5. Yeah. Yep, that's where I'm at.
All right.
The food kind of holds up the show.
Okay. Now let's get to Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
So, obviously this stars... Oh, 1 second. Here we go. This stars Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Natalie Portman is back as Jane Foster. This time we got Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. Taika Waititi is not only directing, but he's back as Korg. We got Tessa Thompson back as Valkyrie. We got Russell Crowe as Zeus. We got Luke Hemsworth as actor Thor. Jamie Alexander appears as Sif. Matt Damon, Karen Gillan, Chris Pratt, Melissa...
McCarthy. Yeah.
I was going to say, was that kind of a spoiler? Yeah. Melissa McCarthy, Kate Blanchett, Sam Neill as the actor Odin.
They look on IMDb or anywhere else.
That's true.
At this point.
So, yeah. All right. Let's talk about it. So the synopsis of Thor Love and Thunder is there's this character named Gore who we see him at the beginning. He's in this series like desert planet. It looks like his world has died. There's no water. It's him and his daughter. His daughter ends up dying.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting called to this oasis in the desert where he finds this sun god that he's been worshiping. And there's also this sword on the ground because there's this guy that tried to kill this god called the Necro Sword.
Yes.
Well, it turns out, never meet your gods because this guy was kind of a dick.
Absolutely.
To Gore. And Gore ends up butchering this god, hence his name, Gore the God Butcher. And so now...
Which I thought it was like really interesting, tastefully done.
Yeah.
Where like gold's coming out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's pretty badass.
That comes back... It's visually, this movie is really cool.
Yes.
So, Gore now is going to go on this revenge path where he's just going to start killing gods. That's where Thor comes in because he's been chilling with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Kind of overstayed his welcome for
a little bit. And he decides that he's done with them and he's going to go off with Korg and investigate this God Butcher person and see if he can't defeat him. Along the way, we see Jane Foster again, who has been absent in the MCU for quite some time.
Right.
Pretty much since like the second Thor movie, I think.
Yeah.
And turns out that old Jane, well, she's suffering from some health problems. She's got cancer.
Yeah, stage 4.
Stage 4 cancer. And so while she's doing some research, she discovers that Mjolnir might have the ability to heal her, to cure her, essentially.
Right.
And so she ends up actually getting the hammer, wielding the hammer, becoming Thor, basically, in kind of a, I think, a little bit of a convoluted way, but that's fine. And so now they all have to team up and defeat Gore. Okay. I'll say this off the bat. I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Okay.
Many chuckles to be had.
Oh, absolutely.
Chuckles abound.
Yes. Yeah.
That's one of my problems.
Too many chuckles?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I think Taika is leaning way too much into the humor.
Right.
And in this, there's such a shift because you get these serious scenes with Gore, who's pulled a penguin from Batman and Batman Returns and kidnapped all these children. And so you get the scenes with him where he's terrifying. Christian Bale is putting on a good performance.
He does a fantastic job with it, for sure. Yeah.
Like, he's almost like, it reminded me, just because it's him, but it reminded me of like almost Heath Ledger's Joker and stuff that he was doing. But anyway.
Right.
So he's terrifying. But then all of a sudden you cut back to now Thor is treating his hammer and his axe like they're pets or significant other and
exes.
Yeah. And he's treating them like they're sentient beings, and it's weird.
And then even when he shows up or telepathically shows up with those kids, he's like the comic relief.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like that one time where Valkyrie was like tickling his nose, and so he's doing that while he was talking. I'm like, this is a serious moment.
Right.
He's trying to comfort these kids, figure out where they are so they can help her, but she's like tickling his nose. It's like, what? Why?
Mm-hmm.
What is happening?
Okay.
And so there's moments like that littered throughout the film. And like I said, it's a fun film. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
But I think the best version of Thor, personally, was Thor in Infinity War.
Okay.
I personally think that was his best version.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to be an optimist. You know, he was still trying to be a hero, but he didn't lean too far into the ridiculousness of his character.
Right.
Like in this movie, he's basically a dumbass. Like he's
a little bit.
He's kind of a meathead jock dumbass. Like that's kind of how they're treating him.
Yeah.
And everybody else kind of has to clean up his messes.
Right.
But I mean, again, on the other hand, visually, it's an amazing film.
It is.
It looks really good. The performances are really good.
Mm-hmm.
They keep opening up the universe of the MCU even further.
Right.
And that's my other problem with it, and we'll talk about more in Phase 4, but I think they're directionless at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I thought Zeus, was Russell Crowe as Zeus? I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
I thought that whole scene was actually really funny.
It was really well done, yeah, for sure.
Korg's got some good moments. I mean, there's some good action scenes in this. I mean, stuff you come to expect from the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, I don't know, it just was some moments were just a little too wacky to me. That's all.
Right.
That's my biggest complaint.
I can see that. I did really enjoy like the fight scenes. I thought Christian Bale knocked it out of the park as far as being a villain.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn,
totally.
all right, yeah.
Another DC Marvel crossover there.
Oh yeah.
Another one that's done both.
Right. I can see that. It could have just been like the crowd or like the company, but I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of it. Yeah, there were a couple of moments, and now that I'm taking like a look back at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that wasn't really necessary.
Like when he poured the beer on Stormbreaker. Oh, here's your first drink. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
That was not necessary.
Yeah.
Where are you, like, because I want to get to, and I'll save it for the DLC, some of the other stuff I'd like to talk about. Yeah. But where are you at?
Out of 5 Necro Swords, I'm at like...
You're probably at like a 2.5, if I had to guess.
I'm hovering around there, yeah.
Yeah. The visuals won't bump it up to a 3 for you, or the fight scenes, or the cool thing that they did with like Mjolnir, where it's like shards going everywhere,
or it breaks apart. That was cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I will bump it up to a 3.
Yeah.
Because they were doing some really cool visuals, especially at the end on that weird little planet.
Yes.
Where it was all... They did like a reverse Wizard of Oz. All of a sudden it became black and white.
Yeah.
And except for when she was holding up the hammer, like where it was shining was in color. That was cool.
Yeah. Visually, they knocked it out of the park, for sure. And even the soundtrack was amazing. It was fantastic. Yeah. See, and I was like, when I initially saw it, I was just like, oh yeah, that's going to be a 3.5 for sure, or whatever. But like, after you were saying those other things, I think I bumped you up to a 3, and you bumped me down to like a 3.
Okay.
So I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, 3 as well.
All right. So we evened each other out there.
There you
go. Whereas you were like enjoying the whole thing, with the crowd, with the group, and really enjoying it. I was sitting in my seat going,
Watching it with a cynical eye there.
I was. But that's just because... We'll get into it. Listen to the DLC.
Yes. This is one you won't want to miss.
Yes. All right. But as for now, that's going to wrap it up, I think. So, here's where you can listen to us. You can hear all our episodes, plus our bonus DLC episodes at patreon.com/WorldWarG.
Or you can listen to just the episode at worldwarg.podbeam.com or wherever you download your podcasts.
If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can find us at facebook.com/WorldWarG podcast. If you'd like to purchase our merchandise or purchase some merch, you can head to worldwarg.myspreadshop.com.
Also, if you'd like to show your support for the podcast, the best way to do so is to rate, review, and share us.
So, this has been World War G. That has been AJ.
That has been Troy.
Stay geeky, my friends.
Sebastian the intern checked the audio, and the episode is good to go.